How's it going, guys, and welcome to today's video. Today is the first day in what seems like quite a while that the weather has broke, the sun is shining, it's not super windy, and it's not raining. So I thought today would be a good day to kind of go around the ranch here and get a few little jobs done that I've been putting off and they really need to get done. I also thought since the weather is so nice, it'd be a good day to fly the drone around a little bit and kind of show you guys what wintertime looks like around here. That's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Where I'm at here in Northern California, we're located right on the Pacific Flyway, so I'm guessing that my mic is picking up. You guys can probably hear a lot of geese squawking in the background. See, after a rice field gets stomped and flooded, it actually makes perfect habitat for waterfowl. So we get a lot of geese and a lot of ducks here at this time of year. And I know that somebody's going to ask me, so the answer is yes, I do go hunting for them. I know that these cows are getting hungry, but the wind is actually starting to pick up a little bit, so I think I better get the drone up right now before it gets any stronger. Let's take a look around. Basically, that is what things are looking like around here. A lot of water and a lot different than they looked about a month ago. But that's enough messing around for now. I need to get the cows fed here, and then I need to take a bunch of bedding over to the pigs, because as you guys can imagine, with all the water everywhere, their pen is getting a little bit muddy. And that is the one thing, if I get nothing else done today, I definitely need to get that done. Now that all the cows and calves here are satisfied and happy, we can move on to the next job. As I kind of mentioned before, what I really wanted to get done today was to take some bedding over to the pigs because their pen's getting pretty muddy and we're in for some more rain, so that mud's only going to get worse if we don't do something. If you've been with the channel for a while, then you probably remember that back in the spring after I got all my hay baled, I immediately had to put tarps on those stacks because we were hit with like 4 inches of rain right after I got everything baled. Fortunately, those tarps saved the vast majority of the hay crop, and that's what's in the barn here that we've been feeding. But there were a few bales that didn't get completely covered or the tarp was leaking, and those bales pretty much got ruined to the point where I didn't want to feed them to the cows. Those are the bales that you see stacked right here. Now, the reason that I kept them is because I knew in the future, like now, when it starts to rain, that these bales would still make good bedding for the pigs, and there is still some good hay in here that the pigs will probably pick through and eat. I probably won't be able to get this hay spread out right now because my wife and I have some things that we need to do this morning, but I do have time to load this tractor up so that when we do get done and I get back home, everything will be ready to go and I can spread this out for the pigs. Well, we just got finished with our plans for this afternoon, and when we got home, the sun's back out again. Everything's looking really nice, and I'm actually noticing a lot of winter grasses kind of sprouting up here around the shop and the yard. So it's kind of got me thinking, I wonder what the hayfield's looking like. So before I move this bedding over here for the pigs, I think we'll run down to the hayfield and see what's going on out there. It was about this time that my remote controller for the drone started beeping at me, and that was it. The drone decided that it was done flying for today. That meant one thing: it was time to start walking. Well, I don't know what all you'll be able to tell from that drone footage, but as I started to fly the field, the battery said critically low, and it automatically started to land itself. Now, on the screen, it said I had over 30% battery, which should have been more than enough to fly a loop out here just to see what's going on. But apparently some wire got crossed somewhere, because that drone, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's way out there. Well, I'm getting close to it now. But anyway, what that means, I guess, is I gotta walk this field and check it the old-fashioned way. I guess I should just be glad that this didn't happen when I was flying over the geese in the water. At least it happened on dry land. But so long as I'm out here, I may as well kind of show you guys what's going on with this hay. For whatever reason, the low 20 acres here is starting to pop up here a little bit. I'll show you. Like every so often we got like one of these here. That's hay. There's just, you know, little sprouters kind of everywhere you look. Right here's a little bit of a better spot. There's quite a few more of these little sprouters out here, so that's good. But really, overall, this low 20 acres is, you know, as you look across the field, it looks pretty darn brown. Now the high 20, or I guess it's 15 acres over there right next to this, you can see it has a nice green tinge to it, which tells me that that has popped up quite a lot better than this has. Now, most likely the reason for that is that the ground over on that field is a lot better than the ground on this field. So the seed was probably covered better, you know, because it was finer, and it's just better. So that's what you get. So that looks like it's sprouted pretty good. It looks pretty uniform. Getting a bird's eye view would really tell you what that looks like, but that ain't gonna happen today. Oh, there you are. See, that's saying it's got almost half a battery left. So I don't know what happened with this drone. I mean, so far I've had pretty good luck with it, and you always hear stories about this kind of thing happening, so I guess it was just my turn. Well, the drone is retrieved now. We're back here at the ranch. Still not quite sure what happened there. I went ahead and tested it again actually when I got here, and just flew straight up, and it did the exact same thing. So I don't know if the battery's getting worn out or what. It's not supposed to do that. So anyway, that's for me to worry about, not for you. So let's hop on the tractor here and take this damaged hay over to the pig pen and get those guys set up. back out here at the pig pen, and as you can see, it's getting pretty muddy out here. And the thing about pigs is even when the ground is a little bit wet, it just seems like it never will dry as long as they're out there. So my goal here with this hay is not only to give them a nice dry spot that's high and up out of the water to lay in, but I also want to try to get some of this old hay on these puddles here and soak that up as well so that they're not dragging their bellies through the mud all the time. Now, that being said, it is very likely that the pigs will dig through the straw and get down under the mud. If that's what they want to do, I'm not going to stop them, but I just want to give them the option of having a dry place to be. Try to make sure that I stack it up by the feeders and also by the water nipple, and of course under their little house there where they sleep. Basically anywhere where they're going to have a tendency to be and dig out a big hole, I want to try to keep it dry there and stop a puddle from forming and make it easier for them to dig, because I've had them get such big holes in front of those feeders that the feeders fall over. Then you have to tie them up to the fence, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, it's getting dark out here and I don't have lights on this tractor yet, so I need to get going down the road. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.